did break my back as a teenager, but the bad thing was I didn't know my back was broken, and that was actually when I maxed squat, so I did 365 for 6 reps. After that, I collapsed. What's up, gentlemen? Welcome to Muscular Style, where we help elevate your style, strength, and golf game. In today's video, we're doing something a little bit differently. Now, I've had this comment a few times, and the comment is, why is your channel called Muscular Style? I thought it was a great opportunity to talk a little bit about my story and maybe why you should follow this channel. I know some of you just love the products that I'm reviewing or maybe the style tips that I have, but I wanted to give you a little insight into my background if you are interested. If you're not, no worries, you can skip this one. But for those of you who do want to know the personality behind Muscular Style, I just wanted to give you a little insight. So, my name is Zach, and I have had a struggle with style and being muscular for some time, but previous to that, I was actually bullied for being the fat kid. I always loved clothes. I was a little eccentric with the clothes I liked. Later on in life, people would copy me because I would, set style trends, I guess. I remember cutting a mohawk, and everyone decided to cut a mohawk after that, and I'd wear certain clothes, and people would just copy me for some reason. So style has always been something that I've liked, that I've been interested in. I remember as young as 6 that my dad, when I would go visit him in Missouri, his Rolex was the thing I was obsessed with. And as a 6-year-old, it's kind of a weird thing to be obsessed with, but I loved watches, I loved style, I loved leather shoes, which is also a weird thing to like, as I think I was an 8-year-old at that time. So I've always loved style, but when I was younger, I was bullied for being fat, and it was just kind of a hard thing. And I reached the age of 12, and I started to play football, and I started to lift weights. And I spent every waking moment studying nutrition, studying fitness, learning how to get stronger and bigger and faster. And I ended up gaining a lot more weight than I should have. But my senior year in high school, I was very muscular. I was 190 pounds, almost had a 6-pack. I, in the same meet, placed first in shot put and 4th in the 4x1. So I was fast, I was ripped, I was strong. It was just great. Now that was, about 60 pounds ago, so I'm a little bit bigger. But part of that is I did compete in Olympic weightlifting, as well as supposed to compete in powerlifting, but 2020 kind of ruined that for me. So I did gain some more weight than I wanted. Hopefully 2021, the point is to, get a little bit more lean and a little bit healthier. The thing that I want to help you all to understand is that when it comes to style, I have struggled for years and years before I even decided to do this channel with finding jeans that fit me, finding shirts that fit okay. In fact, the most common article of clothing I had in my closet growing up was a jacket, because a jacket's not that hard to fit you. It just has to be kind of bigger and baggy and cover you. And so I love jackets because I could always find a jacket that fit okay and wasn't too terrible. With jeans, I remember going into a store and I tried on 32 pairs of jeans and none of them fit. And it was so frustrating. I had worked very, very hard to lift heavy weights. At that time, I think I was 17, and I could squat 425 pounds. I weighed 180 pounds. So, it was just very hard to work so very hard on my physique, to get strong, to get, looking better, to get healthier. And then I could never find anything that fit me well. And it was just really frustrating because I did love clothes so much. I loved shopping for clothes. We didn't have a ton of money growing up, and so we only bought clothes 1 or 2 times a year. But those were my favorite times, when I could go and we would literally spend all day. I think we would spend 6 or 7 hours at the mall because I wanted to see everything. I wanted to try everything. I wanted to make sure I got the most for my money. I wanted to make sure that I got the perfect clothes because I love them. I wanted to, look good. I knew I was going to have these for about a year at least, and I wanted to make sure that I defined my style for that year. A little bit into my background, I absolutely love style. It's something that I will always love, and I do love getting more muscular. Now with my training, I'm actually kind of teetering on maybe trying to sign up for another powerlifting competition, but I don't need to squat 600 pounds. I don't need to deadlift 750 pounds. I would like to increase it past the 500-pound squat and 510-pound deadlift. I would like to get that 405 up on bench. I'm only 20 pounds from that. But I don't need to. I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. It helps with my golf game, though I don't know how much a 600-pound squat is going to help golf versus a 500-pound squat. It might, who knows, but we'll keep trying that. And really, I've kind of transitioned into golf because it is a fun game. I can compete, and it's not something that's going to totally wreck me. I did break my back as a teenager. I was snowboarding, did a backflip. I didn't know how to do backflips. don't do that. My head touched my heels and I had some severe trauma. But the bad thing was I didn't know my back was broken, and that was actually when I maxed squat. So I did 365 for 6 reps. After that, I collapsed. I started having some really serious issues. And so there is injury that can come with lifting heavy weights. I'm much smarter now. I program much better. I make sure that I have accessory lifts that will help mitigate any of that. But golf's a much safer game. It's fun. I can be competitive. It's new, well, relatively new. I have a lot of technique things to learn. So I do enjoy that. So here on the channel, we do cover style because it's something I love, and specifically style for the muscular man because I am muscular. That's what I know. I know that, I know brands that are going to bring you value as a muscular man. Now, muscular doesn't mean jacked or ripped. It means you have a large muscle mass. I have 190 pounds of lean tissue, which is a lot, but I also have a lot of fat on that because I'm 245 pounds. So, hopefully over this next year, my goal is to get down to about 235. That's still bigger, but it's decent in my mind, and it'll give me a little bit more of a muscular physique. I'm also looking to, put on some muscle mass because I haven't ever really trained for hypertrophy, which on my part is actually a big miss. And I'll do a video in the future on talking about block training and different things like that. If you are interested in that, let me know in the comments below. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the content you want to see. I know that a lot of you like the style content. Some of you do love the golf content, and some of you just like watching me. I'm not sure why, but if you do have anything that you want me to cover, let me know in the comments below. I want to make sure that this channel is helpful for you and that each week when I post a video, you're excited to see the Muscular Style channel up on your feed again because I'm covering something that you're excited about. So that's a little bit about me. I hope that was helpful in, seeing a little bit of my background. I know I rambled quite a bit, but hopefully you get to know me a little bit better and you know that I'm here to help you and here to cover any of the topics you want to see. So gentlemen, until next time, stay muscular and stay stylish.